The AirPod Pros are awesome, and they've definitely raised the bar when it comes to premium active noise cancelling truly wireless earbuds. But the normal AirPods aren't going anywhere, and in some ways, the normal AirPods are still a little better than the AirPods Pro. Now, if you're thinking about getting your first pair of AirPods, or if you're thinking about upgrading from the normal AirPods, let's see if the AirPod Pros are even worth it to you, because I think some people are going to be perfectly fine with the normal AirPods. Now, first off, I want to make this perfectly clear. I highly recommend the $160 AirPods over the $200 AirPods with a wireless charging case. Unless you already have a wireless charging mat, I don't think the $200 AirPods are worth it. And personally, I don't care about wireless charging on either the AirPods or AirPods Pro until there's an iPhone that supports power sharing. So in this video, we're going to be comparing the $160 AirPods against the $250 AirPods Pro. That's a $90 difference. Pretty significant if you ask me. If you want to pick either of these AirPods up, there'll be a link down below. And if you want to learn more about either of these AirPods, please watch their full reviews because we're only going to be going over the main differences here. Now, whenever I'm looking at a pair of truly wireless earbuds, I'm looking for maximum comfort and maximum convenience. And both the AirPods and AirPods Pro excel in those categories when compared to the rest of the competition. Both of these AirPods have very small carrying cases, and they both still manage to give you a combined battery life of 24 hours, which is currently above average for truly wireless earbuds, and also very impressive considering the size of their case. But technically, the normal AirPods carrying case is overall smaller than the AirPods Pro's carrying case. It's noticeably shorter, but it's also slightly slimmer, which leads to the AirPods carrying case being less noticeable when you have it in your pocket. Now, I know this may seem like I'm nitpicking, but when I first started using my AirPods Pro, it was the first thing I noticed about them. But also, even though both of these AirPods are very comfortable to wear, personally, I still find the normal AirPods to be more comfortable than the AirPods Pro. Now, the AirPods fit like normal earbuds where they just sit in the bowl of your ear, whereas the AirPods Pro are in-ear earbuds. But unlike a lot of other in-ear earbuds, the AirPods Pro don't go all that deep into your ear canal, making them very comfortable for in-ear earbuds. But I still prefer how the normal AirPods fit compared to the AirPods Pro. They're much less intrusive, and they're much easier to forget that you have on. So if you're looking for maximum comfort and maximum convenience, I highly recommend AirPods over AirPods Pro. Because even though I have both, I still find myself reaching for my normal AirPods. But obviously, the AirPod Pros are in-ear earbuds because they have active noise cancellation. And the active noise cancellation on the AirPod Pros is pretty impressive. It blocks out a decent amount of low-frequency sounds like road noise or the constant hum of an AC unit in your office. And they also do a decent job of blocking out chatter. But I do want to taper expectations here. Even though the ANC on these earbuds is impressive, they're not going to block out as much noise as a proper pair of ANC headphones. But another feature the AirPod Pros have over the normal AirPods is that they have a transparency mode. So you can set these earbuds to pump in some of the ambient sound around you so that you can still be aware of your surroundings when you're listening to your music or to a podcast. Now personally, I really like using the transparency mode on any of my headphones, specifically when I'm sitting in a waiting room or when I'm out running errands. And having the transparency mode on any pair of earbuds and headphones is very important because it allows you to stay alert even when you have your earbuds in. Now, even though there are plenty of other truly wireless earbuds out there that have a transparency mode at a much cheaper price, the transparency mode on the AirPod Pro is very good. First off, there's zero hissing in the background, which is crucial if you plan on watching lots of videos with these earbuds with their transparency mode turned on. But they also pick up zero wind noise, which is also crucial if you're going to use the transparency mode on these earbuds while outdoors. Because for comparison, even though the $130 Echo Buds have active noise cancellation and a transparency mode like the AirPods Pro, the transparency mode on the Echo Buds is borderline unusable. Now, even though technically the normal AirPods let in a lot of ambient sound to begin with because of their fit, just having a proper transparency mode on the AirPods Pro is super useful. Personally, transparency mode is the main reason why I use the AirPods Pro over the normal AirPods. Because if the normal AirPods had a proper transparency mode to them, I think I would have zero use for the AirPods Pro. But the last major upgrade on the AirPods Pro over the AirPods is just their sound. Specifically, the AirPods Pros have a sound signature that puts more of an emphasis on the mids and vocals, whereas AirPods have a lot of bass to them, which can overpower mids and vocals, and it can sometimes just be a little overwhelming. Now, the AirPods Pro still have a decent amount of bass to them that can be heard, but these are definitely more mids and vocals focused. But still, AirPods will definitely get the job done when it comes to sound quality. But something that I definitely don't like on the AirPods Pro are their media controls. AirPods Pros have these buttons on their stems. Even though they don't actually physically click, when you squeeze on them, you'll hear a click through your AirPods to let you know that they've registered a button press. Press once to play or pause, double press to skip a track, triple press to go back a track, and you can press and hold to switch between A and C and transparency mode. This is nice and all, but it definitely doesn't feel as natural or as fast as just tapping on the normal AirPods. So again, I know this may seem like a minor nitpick, but it's another major difference that I first noticed when I started using my AirPods Pro. So I feel that the AirPods' easier and more natural to use buttons contributes to what I said earlier about them being more convenient and more comfortable than the AirPods Pro. But no matter which AirPods you choose to go with, both of them have great sounding microphones for phone calls, which is still a pretty big deal because a lot of other third-party headphones and earbuds out there still struggle with their microphones when it comes to phone calls. So definitely don't take the great sounding microphone on AirPods for granted. So overall, if you're an iPhone user, both the AirPods and AirPods Pro are the best truly wireless earbuds you can get, period. But depending on your needs, one is better than the other. Like I mentioned earlier, if you're looking for maximum comfort and maximum convenience, then I highly recommend the normal AirPods. Their smaller carrying case is less noticeable when you have it in your pocket. I still find them to be more comfortable to wear, and I also think that their control buttons are much easier to use as well. And I also think that saving $90 is pretty cool as well. But the AirPods Pro are a worthy upgrade because their active noise cancellation does a pretty good job of blocking out noise pollution for wireless earbuds. But the standout feature here for me on the AirPods Pro is their transparency mode. Personally, I think the normal AirPods can have a transparency mode, but I don't think Apple will add it because they need to give you more reasons to upgrade to the AirPods Pro. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. If you want to pick any of the products up mentioned in this video, those will be linked in the description down below, and you can also support the channel by checking out the merch store. But other than that, I'll catch you next time.